killed Daunte Wright. If I made a mistake, are y'all gonna kill me too?
The sequence of events that set off this latest clash in the community. WCCO's Jeff Wagner picks up our team coverage now. And a warning, this video is disturbing.
You are seeing the viewpoint of the Brooklyn Center police officer who went on to fire the shot that killed 20-year-old Daunte Wright. Police say he was pulled over Sunday because his license plate tabs were expired. They then learned he had an active warrant due to him missing a recent court date related to a misdemeanor gun charge. As an officer attempts to handcuff him, Wright is warned not to run. Seconds later, he breaks free, and a scuffle starts as he gets back into the driver's seat. We then hear a female officer call out having a taser, but instead is holding her gun, and then pulls the trigger.
As I watch the video and listen to the officer's commands, it is my belief that the officer had the intention to deploy their taser, but instead shot Mr. Wright with a single bullet.
We do know that the police chief, he said that he believes that the shooting, that the officer meant to shoot the taser, not her gun, and that it was an accidental shooting. Do you accept that explanation, Mr. Wright?
I cannot accept that. I lost my son. He's never coming back. I can't accept that. A mistake that doesn't even sound right. You know, this officer that's been on the force for 26 years. I can't accept that.
And Mrs. Wright, we know that the mayor has called for this officer to be fired, to be relieved of her duties. What would you like to see happen, ma'am?
I would like to see justice served and her held accountable for everything that she's taken from us.
And we do know that people are outraged, as in the reports, and we're seeing how people are upset. Many people are upset that, again, another black man has lost his life at the hands of police. But you all have been consistent in calling for peace and calm. So, Mrs. Wright, what do you want to say to those who want to take to the streets on behalf of your son?
I want to say thank you so much for the support and standing by us and making sure that my son's name has been heard, and asking for justice and asking for that we get everything that we need out of this, and making sure that my son's name doesn't get swept under the rug and forgot about.
And are you still calling for peace? Are you still hoping that they can do this a protest in a peaceful manner?
Yes.
Sunday night, protesters clashed with police while several businesses were looted in Brooklyn Center and Minneapolis, leading to a metro-wide curfew Monday night.
Police, and as you can hear, several gunshots.
Behind those cars. Now!
We heard 20 to 30 gunshots fired from a group of men towards the police.
Follow me! Y'all 10 people come! Go back, you're scared! Scared, yo, get the back! You got 10 cops, babies! Is he on the phone?
For those folks that think they can just go out and break into somebody's, family business and wreak havoc, we want them to know that the police will be looking tonight for them.
A ramped-up police and National Guard presence that was scheduled to start near the end of the Derek Chauvin trial is active now.
And I haven't called Daunte Wright's family, but our prayers with their family. It was really a tragic thing that happened. But I think we got to wait and see what the investigation shows, and the entire investigation. You all watched, I assume as I did, the film, which is the body cam, which is fairly graphic. The question is, was it an accident? Was it intentional? That remains to be determined by a full-blown investigation. But in the meantime, I want to make it clear again, there is absolutely no justification, none, for looting, no justification for violence. Peaceful protest, understandable. And the fact is that, we do know that the anger, pain, and trauma that exists in the black community in that environment is real. It's serious and it's consequential. But it will not justify violence and or looting.
We are mourning